Another chance after cheating? He walked over to the table where she sat waiting. She was dressed stunningly. Even after her recent childbirth, she looked as beautiful, sensual a woman as ever. He hadn't seen her in months, and out of the blue she had called him, asking to meet, to talk things over, to try to work things out, to get back together. So there he sat, face to face with the woman he'd once loved like no other. Until she broke his heart. After ordering drinks and exchanging a couple strained greetings, he began by saying, "You said you wanted to talk, so talk." Hurt by his callousness, his abruptness, the pretty red-haired woman replied coldly, "Have you stopped being angry yet?" Trying hard to ignore the woman's question, he asked his own, "Why do you want to get back together?" Caught off guard by his unexpected question, she involuntarily frowned slightly in response, pondering, trying to understand the background. He mistook her expression for one of annoyance and disapproval. His latent anger made itself known. "Good, I'll leave." He's about to get up. "Wait, stop! Why are you leaving? You just got here," she said nervously, her voice shaking slightly. "Answer my question, and I'll consider staying longer," the man snapped at her. She looked into his eyes. She could always tell what mood he was in by his brown eyes. Only now all she saw was intense anger and something else. She didn't know what it was. Whatever it was, she felt it wasn't in her favor. "Yeah, I miss you. I want to have what we used to have. I love you. I need you," she said pleadingly. Somewhat reassured by her answer, the man made himself comfortable in the chair. "You didn't need me when you were with him. How can you say you love me when you lied to me and deceived me? The whole time we were together, you were with him, making love to him, loved him." "What is this?" said the man in a voice full of contempt. Lowering her head in shame, she said, "I know. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I wasn't thinking." Raising her head to look at him, her eyes filled with tears, she added, "Please, I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. Never! Just take me back." Shaking his head in disgust at her response, the man looked at the crying woman. Once his heart would have melted at her tears, but now all he felt was cold anger with no compassion in it. "I thought you were different. I thought you were serious about us. I thought what I felt and said mattered to you. I was wrong. You're just another cheating fool." "No, please, don't say that. I really love you, just you. No one else. Please. I made a mistake. I can't go back. I wish I could, but I can't," she cried in despair. He felt anger boil up in him at her words. He tried to calm himself down. After a few seconds of her quiet tears, he managed to pull himself together. "When we first met, I thought I had found the perfect woman. In every way, you were the woman I'd been looking for all my life. For too long, I'd been wallowing in the filth of my job, and you made me feel that there really was good in the world. I was flying high every day after that. Then I found out about him, but you convinced me it was over. Against my better judgment, I believed you. Things went differently after that, but somehow we managed to stay together and we moved on. I continued to have suspicions, nevertheless. I agreed with what you said. But it's not really over yet. You lied to me. You planned and executed a very well thought-out deception." The woman groaned as if in pain when he spoke. She wanted to deny it, to pretend it had never happened. But the truth was confirmed by the facts. "You gave birth to his child. It wasn't a mistake or even an accident." "A mistake? You deliberately got him pregnant. It takes planning to go off the pill and get pregnant. I doubt it happened all at once. I'm guessing you were with him several times, until you were sure you were pregnant. So tell me, what exactly was the mistake?" "I didn't want to." She was crying. "He made me do it." "Oh, so he used you by making sure you weren't on the pill first? Maybe he was waiting to use you? For a few weeks or maybe a couple months?" the man said sarcastically. "In the meantime, maybe he's been practicing it? Is that what you're telling me?" Yes, no, he was strong. He wouldn't take no for an answer. He wanted to have sex all the time, then he wanted a baby. Somehow he found my birth control pills and threw them down the toilet. It was a new purchase. It was a 90-day prescription. I tried. I'm not buying it, he said, interrupting. What do you mean? It's the truth. I'm not lying. Yeah. Listen to yourself. Nothing but excuses. And they suck. How many times have you turned me down when I wanted to make love to you? I can tell you it's been many times. And if I remember correctly, you even went so far as to convince me that no means no. How often did that happen? Why, let me think. More often than we made love. So why not use the same methods with him? Tell me. She looked around, seeing nothing, trying to gather her thoughts. His questions were sharp. Why had she allowed herself to be forced? Why didn't she tell him no? I don't know. I think... No. That's not an answer. The man said louder than he intended, noticing that several diners turned their heads toward the table where they were sitting. More calmly, he continued. Why didn't you tell him no? Ah? What power does he have over you that you mindlessly do what he says? I'm so sorry. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's, commanding. She explained carefully, almost fearfully. Oh, and I'm not. I'm not the dominant type? Is that it? Hissed the man in a rage. No, that's not it. You're loving. You don't take. You give. You are kind, caring, gentle. You listen to me, and you don't force yourself on me. That's why I love you so much. It did me a lot of good to have you in his bed instead of mine. You could have left him at any time. Did he threaten you physically? No. Did he hold you against your will? No. In fact, you deliberately stayed with him. Isn't that right? Please! Why are you treating me like a criminal? You act like we're in court and you're the prosecutor. Please stop. Can't you see that I'm hurting too? The man's eyes widened and his nostrils flared as his anger threatened to burst out. He visibly calmed down, forcing himself to pull himself together. I'm a criminal defense attorney. Or have you forgotten that? Although you didn't break any laws by sleeping with him and having a child with him, you broke your oath to me. How am I supposed to feel? You said you loved me. You said you wanted us to have a family, that you wanted to have my children, to spend the rest of your life with me. And what a fool I was to believe your nonsense. So, tell me how I should react to your, indiscretion, he said with a cruel laugh. And how did I hurt you in any way? Because I won't take back a cheating wife? At his words, her eyes filled with such a flood of tears that she could no longer see him, and her shoulders shook with sudden pain. He was right. She couldn't deny the rightness of his words. She had told him that, and she went on. Can't you give me another chance? I will never see him again. I promise you. I will be yours alone. Please, I'm begging you. I love you. I didn't realize how strong I felt until you stopped calling me and we stopped seeing each other. I've missed you so much these past months that my heart hurts all the time. Please, honey, I know now that you're the only man for me. You always will be. Do you want another chance? The man asked thoughtfully with a cruel twist of his mouth. Okay. All right. Here's your chance. Get rid of the baby. Sign it over to him. Tell him to his face that you hate what he made you have. Tell him you hate everything about him, including his baby, and never come in contact with him or his child, he said with sudden fervor. You do that, and maybe we'll have a chance. We'll leave the state. We'll start all over again. I'm a very good lawyer. I could easily get a job with some decent firm and be on top in no time. His words shocked her, even horrified her. To give up on her son? To hate her own child? The thought made her sick, and a new pain settled in her heart. She couldn't do it. She couldn't give up her child. Suddenly she realized it. And with that realization came an even deeper despair. He was going to leave her. She knew it now. To leave her forever. She shook her head incredulously. How had it come to this? She knew she had screwed up, but she really thought he would forgive her. She started sobbing openly and loudly. "Stop it! You're making a scene! Stop crying or I'll leave right now," the man ordered. "I'm sorry. Please. I'll stop," she sobbed. "Well, stop. Or, I can't. I just can't. He's my son. No matter who his father is, he's my child. Please don't ask me to do this. Please. I'll do anything else. I'll be your slave. I'll give you something else." "Another child. Your son. But not this. Please." Shaking his head, the man stood up. "No, it's either that or nothing. You brought this on yourself. You lied to me. You thought you could have your cake and eat it," the man said calmly, almost nonchalantly. "I'm not going to raise someone else's child, and obviously I won't have to do that. Goodbye." "Wait, please, can we—" she started. "We have nothing to wait for, and we can't do anything. It's perfectly clear to me. You've made your choice. We're done. Go back to him. Go back to your husband," he said with bitter resignation, slowly walking away from the woman and out the door of the restaurant. The end. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you.